every time you try to check a mama, all she want to do is, well, it's not my fault. The father's gone. The father's gone. But you're too busy trying to be your son's girlfriend. You're too busy trying to be your son's wife. You're too busy trying to kick out the women that is in his life. So you're not checking your son. You're not telling your son when he's wrong because you're too busy trying to baby him. You single mothers are the issue. Y'all don't want to take accountability for the men, but who raised them? The fathers was gone. So who do you blame? The single mothers. We are so sick and tired of the women not want to take accountability, but y'all can be on social media and in real life trying to tell men where they go wrong, but can't nobody tell a black woman nothing, because as soon as we do, what you mean? We don't want to hear it. It is your fault. It is your fault that majority of the black men are gay. Say what we said. It is your fault that majority of the black men are out here who are being absent fathers, and it's the majority of your fault that the black men are out here killing each other because you're not checking your sons because you're too busy trying to be his girlfriend, his wife, or his friend. That is the issue. If a father is there, he is there to discipline him. Look at what the father would do and you start doing it, but you're too busy trying to play the victim.
Oh my goodness. I need a round of applause for this lady because she spoke facts. And that makes perfect sense. If you're a single mother and your child grows up to do certain things, you can't blame the father because the father wasn't around. So that makes it your fault, don't you think? I mean, think about that. Let's just say the father's not around because he passed away. Let's just go ahead and go with that theory. So, he's not there. So, everything, okay. This is how I see it. I don't say you can always blame the parents for everything the child does, but it kind of does start at home. I'll put it like that. It starts at home. Now, with that being said, now you have to start taking some ownership on what you did or did not do in that child's life. How you treated that child, how you talked to that child, all of that good stuff. So it does kind of come back on you. Now, the reason why I say you can't always blame the parents on what the child do is because your child know right from wrong. I don't care if you taught them to steal out of stores when they were little toddlers, because I've seen videos of that crap before. Once that child become of age, they know stealing is wrong. So if they keep doing it, now it's on them. But, like I said, it does start at home. It does. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example. I grew up in a very Christian household. My whole entire family, grandma, uncles, aunties were Christians. Very, very deep into religion. I used to get my ass whooped if I said I didn't want to go to church. If I said it, I used to get my ass whooped. Now, with that being said, think about this. Think about this. If I grew up in a very Christian household, then I shouldn't have been doing all the legal shit that I did growing up. That's another reason why I say you can't really blame the parents. But like I said, it does sometimes starts at home. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all to understand that, yeah, you can't always blame the parents, but it starts at home. Anyway, I know I've rambled on a little bit. Let me get back to the subject at hand. I'm just trying to give y'all a generalization of this. But this lady here does make a good point. If your child, if you're trying to be your son's or your daughter's best friend or boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, you try and play that role for your child, yeah, it's your fault. And if you blame the father because he wasn't there, you can't blame the father. He wasn't there. It's how you raise that child. You didn't teach that child discipline and structure. You know what I'm saying? In life. Because women really can't do that to a son. You can't teach a woman can't teach a son discipline and structure. You can't. A man cannot do that to his daughter either. That's why you need both parents. You need a loving, nurturing mother and a father who is, I ain't gonna say strict, but lays down the law. I'll put it like that. Teaches that child discipline and structure. That's what the man is supposed to do when it comes to kids. Look, when you get out, because I teach, my daughter's 13, and I'm teaching my daughter this. You're gonna have to understand. You're starting to get to that point to where you're gonna have to start defending for yourself. I'm trying to teach you that now. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm teaching my daughter. She also has a good point to where, why wasn't that father in the house? A lot of times the drama, men don't want to deal with that. Now I know y'all gonna say, ain't nothing gonna keep me away from my kids. That's BS. Anything in life can do that. Anything in life. I told y'all this story before, I'm gonna tell you again. I had a best friend of mine. He divorced his wife. And every time he would go and see his ex-wife, not see his ex-wife, go to his ex-wife's house to see his two kids, she would call the cops on him for trespassing. Did it like 4 times, I believe. And the cops told him if he come over again, he can get arrested for trespassing. Oh yeah, he went to court to try to get joint custody. He didn't get it. So, like I said, I don't want to hear that crap that can't nothing keep me away from my kids. That's a lie. I know y'all finna great come up with some theories and give me some examples. Whatever. Everybody's situation is different. Well, my best friend, may he rest in paradise, he's no longer with us. He told me all of this stuff. I dropped him off at his ex-wife's house a couple of times to go see his kids. And about 5 minutes later, he's calling me back. I'm like, what the hell? 5 minutes? I'm like, dude, he explained it to me though. I'm like, oh man. Oh man. I know I'm rambling, but I'm trying to give y'all examples of everything that I'm saying here. But the bottom line is, I'm going to get back on subject here. The bottom line is, this young lady is right. There is no reason why mothers need to try to act like they strong and powerful about being a single mother. Not too long ago, Steve Harvey held an event for single mothers, gave out t-shirts that said single mothers are the real heroes. Ain't that some shit? This is why I don't like Steve Harvey. If I can find that again, I'll show y'all. But because I saw that, somebody sent me that, and I accidentally deleted it. But I'm gonna try to look that up so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Single mothers are not heroes. Now they only heroes if the guy's an asshole, because I know situations like that do happen, or if the father is no longer with us here on earth. 2 different stories. Like my mom. My dad passed when I was 6 years old, died of cancer. So my mom was a single mother. Yeah, until me, her youngest child, got out the house, then she got remarried. See, that's how you do it, ladies. See, she took Kevin Samuels' advice years, decades before Kevin Samuels. You see what I'm saying? She waited till her youngest child was out the house, then she got remarried. Huh? Then she got remarried. Now, Kevin Samuels always say, wait till your child is growing out the house before you start dating again. Or he would say, buy a dog and die alone. He gave ladies those two options. Yeah. See, my mom knew to do that. She knew to do that way before Kevin Samuels. I mean, decades before Kevin Samuels. Oh, my God. Because Kevin Samuels, if I'm not mistaken, started his platform on YouTube, 2017, I think? Somewhere around there. But he wasn't talking about stuff he's known for. He was talking about your appearance and stuff, because he's an image consultant. That's what people used to pay him for. He's an image consultant. Oh my God. So that's what I'm saying here, ladies. I know I keep rambling and I'm getting off topic, but that's what I'm telling y'all. Look, you have to understand something. Men are here for a certain reason for the kids. Women are here for a certain reason for the kids. They need that balance. They need that balance. I'm not gonna lie, as a boy growing up into a man, that's a lot of shit that I did not know. I didn't know how to tie a tie until I was like, what, 25, I think. I didn't really know how to shave properly until I was like 23 or whatever. Because I didn't have a man in my life to teach me that. You see what I'm saying? You get my point? I didn't have a man in my life to teach me the right ways and the wrong ways when it comes to being in relationships. See what I'm saying? That's why I say a woman can't teach a man discipline and structure. You know what a woman gonna do when it comes to stuff like that? Because I know my mom and my sisters used to always say, just treat her nice and she'll love you and respect you, and just be kind and gentle with her. Bullshit. That's a damn lie. That shit don't work. Because if that's the case, all the shit that I've been through with women wouldn't have never happened. I'm saying all of this, and I know I'm rambling, and I know y'all thinking I'm off topic, but I'm saying all of this to try to say fathers are needed for these reasons in their kid's life. Now, of course, I'm not a female, so I can't tell you exactly why a man is needed in a little girl's life, because I'm not a female. I could just probably give you some examples. What kind of guys to look out for. Don't be just overly friendly with these guys, or whatever, all that good stuff. But I'm saying all this because as a guy who grew up without his father, like I said, my dad passed away when I was 6 years old, died of cancer. There's a lot of shit that I had to learn on my own. And I ain't gonna lie, still to this day, I question, am I doing it right? I can't go back to my dad and be like, hey, Dad, this and that happened. What do you think? I can't do that. Why? Because he's not here. And it's the same thing with a lot of y'all women that take the men out of these kids' lives. Y'all do. Y'all take the men out of these kids' lives. I gave you a perfect example. Like I said, my best friend, he would go try to see his two kids. She called the cops on him for trespassing. I think it was 4 times, maybe 5, and he's like, I'm just trying to see my kids. This is her house. She don't want you over there. You can't come over. Yeah, of course, you're going to say, go to the courts and try to get joint custody. He didn't get it. As far as I know of, for my best friend, he wasn't on drugs. He worked. He had a good job. He retired from the Army. So he had a decent job, all of that good stuff. He was able to provide. As far as I know of, he wasn't abusive and all that good stuff. I had to say that kind of fast because of social media. He wasn't that type to put hands on people. Let me put it like that. You know, I mean, I'm saying as far as I know it because I got my own life, so I don't know what he's doing when I'm not around. So that's why I'm saying it like that. So, yeah. And he's no longer with us. He passed away from cancer back in 2019, I think. 2018, something like that. Yeah. So his kids are now growing up without him. But he was been there in his kid's life a little bit longer, but the mom took him away from the kids. All because she didn't want him around. And that's not how you do it. Just because you ain't getting the total package like you want, does not mean that man cannot be a father to his kids. So I don't want to hear this bullshit that it can't nothing keep me away from my kids. Oh yeah, there's a lot that can keep you away from your kids. That's a lot. Then like I said, I gave y'all a perfect example on how a father is needed in a child's life. Even as they become adults, a father is needed. Just like you never hear a man say he don't need no woman. You always hear us say we don't trust women. Two different things. Why? Because we know we need a woman. And I ain't talking about just for sex or cooking and cleaning. No. I'm talking about in life in general. Men need that female companionship, and women do need a man in their life for whatever reason they may need it. I'm not a female, so I can't elaborate that much on that. That's all I'm saying. Think about that.